Oh my goodness. I am learning a lot about myself through this Gelli Plate journey. And it's scary, but it is wonderful. Because, we all want to change the world, but we don't want to change ourselves. So let me tell you, I am learning things about myself and then I have to deal with it. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic to learn and find out what you like, what you don't like. And it's just an amazing experience. My Gelli Plate has changed my art journey, and it is changing me in the process. And that is what life is all about. To be changed for the better. Well, Izette from Zetster's Lab, thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I don't know what's going on, but I got many new subscribers, and thank you so much for subscribing. So, this I think is video 8 of my Gelli Plate journey, and as I am saying, I am learning a lot. But what I've realized most of all is I love the looseness of it. I've always struggled in my art journey to become loose. I was always overworking my things, wanting to get them perfect. Don't know how to get them perfect, and then I just kept going, and at the end it became a real struggle, a disappointment, because I could see my work is overworked, and I didn't know how to get free from that. And then I found the Gelli Plate. I don't know how. I just watched YouTube, and as I said in yesterday's video, I saw this woman painting a woman's face with charcoal and then directly pressed it onto the Gelli Plate, and voila. And I thought, wow, I want to try that. And that is how my Gelli Plate journey starts. And isn't that amazing? That's life. Our life is step by step. The one thing leads to the next thing. There's nothing that we do wrong, because if we didn't take that step, didn't learn something, we wouldn't have been on the next step. So nothing is wrong, and everything is necessary for you to get to know yourself, to find the abundant life in you, and it's just amazing. So where am I now on this journey? So let me tell you, my studio looks as if a bomb went off. It is crazy. I don't have the time to fix it, because I am enjoying myself too much. So that is also me. I just jump in. I don't think beforehand. I don't overthink, because then I'll never do anything. So I just get an idea, and then I jump in, and then I try to figure it out as I go. So what is bringing me a lot of joy in this moment is my landscapes. I mean, just look at that. That is just lots of paint. And I think this one was a second or a third pull. If you know what that means, I'll show you later. I think this, look at that. Just look at the looseness. I can go in here now and add, I think that is what I will do after this video. Perhaps, I don't know. But go in with pastels, and just work a little bit on them. But once again, I don't want to overwork, because that is what I love, is the absolute looseness. I mean, can you believe it? It is just, this one, just look at the beautiful looseness of it. Isn't it awesome? So let me show you how to create a loose scenery. So I'm not actually 100% sure how I got those ones. I'm just, as I say, day by day, I am just learning new things. I am just playing. Nothing is wrong. Oh, I haven't showed you my, I'll do it now. Oops. And you can see I am now back to using lots of paints. That is not what you're supposed to do in the real, I don't know, I'm doing it, whatever it means. And then yesterday, I think it was also in those, I added some ink. And now look at my plate. It's stained. So it's not a good idea to use some stamp pad ink. But this is one of my things that, look, they are fantastic. This is what happened when I added some ink, excuse me, to my lots of paints. And the thing is with lots of paints as well, you can pull off 1, 2, 3 prints, and everything one is a little bit different. What I've also learned is I don't like the idea of waiting for my stuff to dry. You know, as I say, what is art teaching me? One of the things is we are all unique, and things that I like and work for me is not gonna work for you, and that is perfect. That is what art is teaching us. Each one is unique and perfect in its own way. When little kids come to my art workshops, the first thing I tell them is this is about you enjoying yourself. This is about you thinking like a child. And then I always say, can you do that? And then they laugh and say, yes, I'm a child. Because when older people come, more mature people, that is my first thing. Come back, think like a child, and start to enjoy the process of creating again. And this is what this plate is teaching me. It is teaching me to enjoy my art again. And now remember my books. This is what I use to clean this thing. So nothing goes to waste. There goes my extra paint, and there's a beautiful page with my bottom layer already there to be used for another artwork. So this is, as I said, my brainwave is using an old book to clean your things. So let's say that I used blue and white. That's gonna be my sky. Then you just use whatever colors you have for your bottom part. I'm gonna use brown. I'm gonna use orange. Oh my goodness, orange is my go-to always. I love, love, love orange. This ochre. I'm gonna add a little bit of black as well, just to get a little bit of shading going. So what I do is, I just place it like that, where I think it's gonna look nice. Then I take my roller and I just roll them lightly. And what do? I clean it in my book again. Just clean my roller in my book. So there it is, not clean yet, so I just turn to another page, cover the writing. So now you can do just about anything. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. As I said, my little studio is now overflowing. And then there's this bubble wrap on the floor. And every time when I walk in, I step on it. So you just get this crackle and pop sound coming love it. So this is just a piece of bubble wrap. I'm just, I don't know, just pressing it here and there. You can see just the effect that it's making, because when you press it in one area, it moves the paint and you go into another area and it goes on to another area and whatever. And then I looked into my drawers and I saw this. I don't know where I got this. I get lots of stuff from my friends that's usually moving or cleaning out their things, and they just bring me everything they don't use. So this is one of those things, and it's been in my cupboard for a very long time. So I am just cutting off pieces, and then I am literally using them as my grass. So I am just putting it loosely onto this thing. I am not thinking, I am just going for it. Then I get a piece of paper. I actually need to get some rubbish paper from husband again. I don't have any, because no, I'm gonna go for the nice one. So I take, this is usually usual printing paper. You actually need a better one, but I also bought this little thing a while back. Very good paper, it works fantastic. 190 grams, so it's a heavy paper. So all of these nice prints were done on them. So you know, I always say, don't be so cheapskate and use the good things. So I'm taking one. I actually need to go to the art shop again, because I want to buy a A4 one in this. This is a little bit small, because look how beautiful it looks. It looks when you print it on a larger size, you know, A4 size, and you've got the white. Then I will also most probably line it up correctly. I'm not sure, but you are supposed to do it. But you know what? I don't know, some of them, I got some that I did. Look at this one. That's more than one print, and it's not lined up perfectly. And guess what? I love it like that. So perhaps I'll keep doing it like that. So here goes my first pull, as they say. Once again, lots of paint. Just pressing it lightly or not so lightly, whatever you feel like doing. And look at this. You see, the thing is, if you put the grass onto the first pull, it will come out white. But why not? Sometimes that is beautiful. So there is my first pull. Now there's lots of paint still on this thing. So I am now getting my grass off. Pulling it off, and now you're gonna see, and then I'm gonna make another pull just to show you. Oh, gosh. Do not use sharp things on your jelly plate. Well, as you've seen, mine is now ready to be redone. You melt it, then you pour it again. I will show you exactly how to do it. As soon as I've go into town to go and buy some more gelatine. So here is my next pull. So you just put that on. You see, I am now sounding like an expert because I've now been doing this gel plating for 4 full days. So I have learned a lot. what not to do, what I like, what I don't like. And isn't that what, as I said, what art is all about? And this is what I love. There you have a little scene. So now you can look and I see, oh, you know what? I think that blue up there, I need to work that in a little bit, give that a little bit more of a working in. So I take my little thing. Now I can really do whatever I want. There's a little bit of this green. I am just gonna, then I have a palette knife. I'm using this round one because it's not that sharp. You know, don't use sharp things. So I am just adding a little bit of green there, and then I'm just tipping here with my palette knife, cleaning it once again on my book. Then I'm going again with this roller just to get the green nicely there. Get it. And I tip it like that. What I also think is, let's just put a little bit of red in. Once again, I take another paintbrush and I just tip here and there, making some flowers onto this thing. I don't know, I'm painting, I'm making a painting. I can do whatever I want. Why not? So I've just tip there a couple of things. I am gonna go with this again. Now you'll see how this works. I'm gonna do it again, put it in one spot to make it kind of tree. And then I'm gonna press it. Here comes one of my nice things again. So I'm pressing that on with my dirty hands. And voila, let's see. There you have it. There I have something like this. So the awesome thing with this, that is what I'm now going to try. I'm going to clean my little plate. Once again, I take my book. I just print it to get the most paint off. Otherwise, I lose it. Then I throw away the paint. And what's that going to help? Now I am creating a beautiful first layer thing in my sketchbook. Look at that. And on that I can now work. I can use inks and pastels and whatever I want. So I am cleaning this thing using some baby oil. It works nicely. And some, if I can find it, my baby wipes must be somewhere here. As I'm telling you, I haven't closed it yesterday. Not a good sign. So baby wipes. So you just take one and you just clean your plate. My plate has now gotten some little holes in it, and the sides are a little bit there's also little pieces in, but as I say, I don't want to do perfect. I just want to go for it. Look there, you can see. So if you are not as rough as I am, I think this plate will really last a very long time. As I say, I'm still very happy with it, even though it is a little bit holy. It just gives it more texture. So what I am now going to do, I'm going to add some yellow, then some water. I forgot to spray the water. And then, oh, I didn't clean this thing properly. Once again into my book. If you don't have a book that you can feel good of using, go into a charity shop. You get them for next to nothing. So this is my yellow. I am now really trying to get this very light. It's not light enough. I need to put some white in perhaps, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print it into my book. I actually should have done it on a piece of paper and then use it as my first layer for something else. But oopsie, there you have it. Look how beautiful it looks on a page. I mean, it's just wonderful. Oops, wonderful. I can actually tear this one out and then use that as an artwork, because it's very funny. This book that I'm using, I actually love the paper and the feel and the look of it, but you cannot do watercolors and thing on this. It just doesn't work. It's too thin or something, but these things work beautifully. So as I say, I'm new with this thing. I really don't actually know what is going on. So everything is a wonderful surprise for me. So I'm going to take this one now with the yellow, and I am going to press the second layer, the yellow, on. And now look at this. Look, there's a total different feel. The white pieces are now covered with the yellow. Isn't it glorious? That's why I'm telling you, this is just bringing me so much joy, because looseness. All of a sudden, I get in my artworks exactly what I was searching for. A looseness, to not overwork. You know, with these things, it's very difficult to overwork. And everything I do is just a surprise. It's a gift. It's just crazy. So this is a more yellow that was still on my little roller. So I am rolling that on, and let's just see. This was actually something I did yesterday with a piece of rope. Doesn't it look like a woman that's doing that lint, ribbon dance? I mean, isn't that gorgeous? So I'm putting this on the yellow and just add a little bit of yellow onto this print. Oh, now you can see that didn't line up, but look how beautiful. I love it. There, it didn't line up, but now it's like that. So what I can do is I can kind of draw a woman in there, but where's the imagination? So to you, it can look like anything. To me, it's like a woman. Her head is that round thing, and she's just playing with that ribbon. But just look at the second layer is just some yellow. Now I actually love it. So many things are just lying all over the place. So let's just recap. That is my first pull on the yellow, that I thought it was going to be too yellow to add on some of my artworks that I did now. But now it's fantastic in the book. I actually moving towards ripping out some pages like that one and then create artworks on that. So this was my first pull. Look at that beautiful one. That was a lot of paint. Then I added these little things, and I pulled it off, and it was white. So can you imagine another color, but I'm not sure I want to add another color there. Then the second pull, I took off these things and then I just pressed it on. Look how gorgeous. Then the third pull, I think I added some more paints, remember? Put more of this in to make the lots of grass on the one side. Then I added some paint with my palette knife and voila. And after that, I add another layer of yellow. So this is it. How simple can it be? And how effective and absolutely beautiful. Now, can you imagine putting that in a frame? Just give me a second to get a frame. Oh, you can see all my artworks. These are artworks, my acrylic paints, my flowers and stuff. But you can find all of these on my YouTube channel. But as I say, beware. There are many, many, many different things. Art is not my only passion. I'm already feeling like creating something. Making a beautiful dress that I saw. Okay, this frame is a little bit too big. But look at this. You can see in a frame, just look how beautiful. If it's a little smaller frame. Wait. There you can hear me on with the bubble wrap. So, whoopsie, this is just a small little frame. And just look how beautiful that will look. So you can use these as real paintings. You can give them as a present. You can sell them. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So thank you that I can share my journey with you. I really hope it is inspiring you to start creating. Ouch, because as I always say, when I create, I still my mind. And that is the only time, be still, when we are still creating, that we are really connected with the life in us. Be still, and then you will know all is well. So have a fantastic day, and I am really over the moon with these things now. I think they are beautiful. And guess what? That is what my art is all about. You create for you. As I went back to my story with the kids that I forgot to finish. What I tell them is you come and you create and you enjoy yourself. And you don't do it for your parents because they will come and they will be in fear. But what if mommy doesn't like it? What if daddy doesn't like it? I said it's not a problem. It's your art. You do it until you like it. It's for you. And then I also say many people's come into my house, look at my art and say nothing. Others will be over the moon. Some will say, oh, I like that, you know, whatever. But if I do it for others, I will lose my joy. I will lose what art is actually all about. Art is there to help us to find the joy and the peace and the creativity that is already in us. That is the reason for art. To help us to find our joy. Is it from Zetster's Lab? Love you lots. Please subscribe and like and whatever.